guys, before anything else, I would like to make sure that each and everyone is in safe condition and is doing great and fine at this moment, considering that we are still in a pandemic. I hope that we are all coping well in all aspects in life during this tough situation that we are all in. Together, let us hope and have a little faith that we are nearing towards the end of this pandemic, because I am sure that everyone missed the celebration, the fun, the get-togethers that reflect the cultures and traditions of one's region, tribe, and one's family. By the way, my name is Charlene Castres, but you can call me Char. This video is going to talk a lot about the summer capital of the Philippines and the city of pines, which is the Baguio City. I will be talking about the cultures and traditions that I am familiar of and that I know of Baguio City, considering that it is the place where I grew up. Not the place that I was born, but I think that I will be more familiar speaking about the cultures and traditions of Baguio City rather than talking about the cultures and traditions of the place where I grew up. So let's get started. So for the arts here in Baguio City that I observe, specifically when we go to the Asin Hot Springs, are the wood carvings that are displayed along Asin Road. Asin Road is also known as the Ifugao Woodcarvers Village, because we can see that there are a lot of wood carvings from small keychains, kitchen utensils, furnitures to life-size statues that reflects the daily living of the locals here in Baguio City, and also it reflects the things that we commonly see in our environment, like the strawberries and pine cones. Also, for the life-size statues, what we commonly see are the gods and goddesses that the locals believe in, as well as it shows how they lived before through hunting because of the wood carving that they produce. So another art that I have noticed here in Baguio City is that since there is an abundance of pine trees, the locals recycle the pine needles and make it into an art by making pot holders that can be displayed or that can be placed on top of our dining tables. Another famous art here in Baguio City is that along KM5, or before we go to La Trinidad, there are houses that is painted in a colorful way so that we would be able to attract more tourists. And I think that it is a great idea because there are a lot of houses there, and when we are far, it looks like it doesn't look so appealing to the eye. So I guess that the creativity of the locals is taken into another step higher. So for the rituals, religion, and beliefs of locals here in Baguio City, considering that it is just a small city, there are a lot of beliefs or religion. Like meron tayong Muslim, meron ding Catholics, Methodists, and Buddhist, and other Christian and non-Christian related religion. Pero kahit na madami at magkakaiba tayo ng belief, what I have observed here in Baguio City is we are open to accept those. We are not close-minded, and we can accept what other cultures are trying to incorporate in our city. For example, we are not very traditional na, kunyari, Catholics lang dito, ganyan. When the Koreans came, we accepted them, and also we accepted their cultures, their beliefs, and there is respect. Makikita naman natin na may respect between those religions or beliefs. And I think that is a good thing, because with that we can since Baguio City is a culture, melting pot of culture, we are we can incorporate those cultures, and we can still balance ourselves um, into still differentiating those beliefs. Like, alam natin yung mga belief ng ganitong religion, not because we want to do the same thing as what they're doing, but we want to be able to give the proper respect that they deserve. So I think that Baguio, in terms of religion, belief, and rituals, it is very open. For the architecture here in Baguio City, what I have observed specifically in Kanjanheng, Mines View, in Teachers Camp, the mansion, and many more places here in Baguio City is that it is very similar to each other. It's like uniform to each other, and it closely resembles the architecture of the Americans. I think it is because these buildings or these establishments are built during the time when Baguio City was the base military of the American soldiers, and I think they have shaped Baguio City in very closely like the Americans, where in the center andun na lahat. Sa city center ng Baguio City, the malls, the market, the city hall, the churches are very close to each other, and I can see na maganda naman yung architecture, yung pagkahagawa ng city natin, dahil very organized siya. Also, meron pang ibang architecture like the Bell Tower or the Bell Church, located near or located in La Trinidad, wherein the Buddhist people do their worship there. But I think not only the Buddhists visit the place, but also other religions who want to appreciate the cultures, traditions, and beliefs of the Buddhists. Also, the locals are individualistic in a sense that we do not meddle with anything that is happening within our neighborhood, except if they really need help or stuff like that. Like, for example, in our neighborhood here, if there are couples who fight, if there are people who shout within the vicinity of their houses and homes, the locals make sure that they do not meddle with anything that's going on with them, to show respect. Going on through the norms that I have observed here in Baguio City, the locals are very conservative and very individualistic in a sense. Conservative in a way that even if there are a lot of cultures na nagsusulputan today at present, we are still not forgetting about our local or our own cultures and traditions. Like, we respect those or the new cultures that are being introduced to us by other foreign countries that are visiting our place, but still we do not forget where we came from. There are still celebrations that is patterned from our local traditions and cultures, like the Panagbenga and others. For the values of the locals, I have observed that they have integrity within themselves, wherein there are a lot of times that I can leave my bag in Burnham Park and in malls, because I know that people are honest, and there was a time when uh, a cell phone was dropped along Session Road, and the people who picked the cell phone went to the nearest police station and surrendered the phone for the owner to find it. So that's it for my video, guys. I would like to thank everyone who had the time to watch, and I hope you have learned something here in my video, and that we will continue to respect each and everyone's cultures and traditions. Thank you.